Welcome to Alan's Day. Day 8 of working on Krusty, the 1999 Jeep Cherokee. You'll see in all the other parts what we've been up against. So yesterday I mentioned that everything was same old on the beginning. Well, we're going to mix it up a little bit. I moved the pickup truck that was over on the other side to right there, so I can start loading junk up, because I'm starting to accumulate a lot of garbage out here. And I also changed up the Peterbilt here, moved that around and added an addition, and I had to use that for my parts hauler today. Let me turn you around and show you what else we got. I ran out of shop space and counter space in here, so that's why it's all laying on the ground until I clean a spot for it. So, more parts. Well, I guess let's start in the back here. Yeah, so I got the RV hauler. Use that for hauling parts today. That's the Gooseneck that I'm going to be taking on the trip in a couple of weeks. And here's where the Jeep is going to fit up here. I had to get this extension. Never had this before, didn't use it. They've got a 16-inch extension that fits on there. I don't think I'd trust it with a full load, but for a light load that I'm going to have in the trailer there, I think it's going to work fine. So I got room this way. I still just got to work out just to make sure this is going to clear the corner when we turn this. So we're going to find out. Some of the parts I got is a rear bumper from Rough Country. Real nice heavy duty bumpy, somewhat inexpensive compared to what it is. Real heavy duty. So with that much bumper, I think I'm gonna have to do some reinforcing on the back of the Jeep here to hold that bumper in place. But that'll be tomorrow or the next day's mission. Just got the new tires. Got those from Huron Automotive. They changed those out for me. Took the rims in there, but after I brought the rims in, got them down there, I noticed there's two different hub centers here. We got our offsets. There's about 1.5 inch difference. So back to, you know what? Maybe I'm this frickin' deep into it, I should have just got new frickin' rims instead of trying to save these. So I got to figure out which one I want with the wider offset. I'm assuming the wider offset goes to the back of the Jeep here. Not sure why they had it. And there's also a little surface rust down on the inside of these damn rims, so looks like I'm doing some descaling and painting on there too. So add that to the list. But anyways, they got new tires for it. Go down the road somewhat safe. These are a Goodyear Wranglers, and they are a 235 75 R15. Originally this vehicle came with a 215 tire, so I am just going all radical here and going up to a 235. Hopefully that's the biggest that is going to be the biggest tire that I'm going to put on that Jeep. Not going to go crazy with some of the stuff they try putting on there and expect those drivetrains to hold up. They're just a little crazy. More parts. We've got some front, since the front control arms where the bushings are all shot in there. I got some control arms, a whole lot heavier and crazier than what we need, because I'm not running the big tires on there. But these control arms are from Rough Country, and they weren't that expensive, much more than the regular ones. And then more bumper hardware, where they give you all the brackets and shackles for that bumper I just showed you. And they've got some real fancy backup lights. I got the steering hub came in. So that looks like it's a real good quality, and it looks like it's actually got paint on there, something I won't have to paint. And then got the new steering, I'm sorry, the rear sway bar for this. The original sway bar just got that little skinny little bar on there. So this one comes with all the bushings, all the parts in there. And then the headlights, more rough country stuff. The reason I got a lot of rough country stuff here is just across the road from the shop, there's a rough country dealer there, and he gives us a real good price on all this rough country stuff. But anyways, these are the LED headlights in there to replace the ones that are in there. So that's one sort of luxury item that didn't necessarily need to have, but I ended up getting it. Stopped at the Ace Hardware, got some more Rust-Oleum. We'll keep spraying that on there and go from there. So let's get you in here and we'll get the day started. Well, since I had problems on the other shock stud that I busted off, I am going to add a little bit of heat to this one and make sure I don't repeat the same mistake I made before. Just enough heat on there to turn the, you don't want to heat the bolt up, but you just want to get enough heat on that nut to just turn it a real dark red. And then what that'll do is, oh, boy, I got to be careful that I don't blow things up here. Well, usually give it a and once it gets a dark red, just try spinning that dang thing off of there and put a little bit of oil on there. So I'm going to need two hands for this because I think I got a fire going on and I need to get the well, we got the fire out. Had to run and get the hose. I didn't have it hanging here. So I heated up that nut a deep red, and when it's a deep red, and just be careful you don't start your stuff on fire, but then you can add some oil and it'll soak its way in there. We're just pretty much making a mess here. Yeah. And have plenty of ventilation. And let's see if we going to repeat the same. Oh. Oh, look at that. It's like magic. I'm not cutting the stud off, or shock stud off, and putting a new one on there. Should have did that the first time around. I should know better at some point here. So anyways, I can get this shock replaced, move on to the rest of this spring and get this out of here. Well, this side went a whole lot quicker. A couple of reasons. For one, I was educated, and two, had less problem with some of the bolts on this side here. Got the shock in there, heating that up, that was the trick. And what I used is the old faithful torch. So I bought this torch when I was 15 years old. This torch and cart and gauge kit here. Didn't have a pot to piss in, didn't have any money, but I knew at some point in life that this torch set was going to make me money and provide a living for me. And it did just that. So it's got quite a few miles on there, but it's handy and use it when you need it. Other end, this set here, once I got done torching, there was a little, the frame was a little chewed up there. So I took 3 of these big washers. They are 3/16 by 2.5 inch diameter. And I got one on the outside, one up on the inside that I will weld that up inside of there just to hold that straight. And put a Nylock, stainless steel Nylock, and a big washer on the inside, and I'll put a tack on there too. So once you start cutting these old things apart, you're going to have to get creative on putting them back together. The next thing I'm working on here is, I want to get the sway bar in here yet. It's not dark out yet. Got a little bit of time. So here's the sway bar. This is the original sway bar that came with it. It's about 9/16, and the new one that I had bought, the heavy duty one, is 15/16, so it's substantially more stout, and it should handle the corners a little better. We'll see what it does. So if I get that in there tonight, I'm going to call it a night. So hopefully we can get in before dark tonight. So bring you guys back on the next episode, and possibly move over to the front end of this beast here. Catch you later. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.